Congratulations on choosing a Cookshack Smoker oven. Your new smoker is easy to use and to maintain. We'll show you just what to do. When used properly, your Cookshack Smoker oven will give you years of continuous service. To help you build your profits using your smoker, Cookshack provides you with our Smoked Foods Cookbook, a subscription to the quarterly Cookshack On Cue newsletter, and access to our trained customer service department by calling 800-423-0698. You can also find us on the web at www.cookshack.com. This is a Cookshack Model 160 Smart Smoker Oven. If your Cookshack smoker is one of our two larger models, the basic principles are the same. Where your smoker sets is determined by your individual needs, the setup of your kitchen, and local codes. Your smoker oven requires outside ventilation to remove smoke during the smoke cooking process. The ideal location is under the hood. Alternatively, attach a Cookshack smoke hood or direct vent the smoker using 3-inch stovepipe. For more information about direct venting, call Cookshack Customer Service and ask for the service bulletin on this topic. One caution, do not attach any pipes directly to the smoker. After determining the location of your smoker, next you need to look at the electrical requirements. The Series 100 ovens plug into a standard 110-volt plug-in. The Series 200 and 300 require either a 240-volt or 208-volt plug-in. Both series require a 4-pin plug. Consult your local electrician for the proper plug. Now that you've found the proper location for your smoker, let's look at setting it up. Unlatch the smoker's door. Remove the drip pan and position under the smoker. Remove the strap holding the heat shield and wood box. Position the smoker's racks and grills. Your smoker comes with this operator's manual, which has all the information you need to successfully operate the smoker. Your smoker came with 5 pounds of hickory wood. Use some of this to season your smoker before its first actual use. After setting up your smoker and connecting it to the power supply, and before smoke cooking the first load of food, you are ready to season the oven. For the Series 100, use 6 to 8 ounces of wood. For the 200 series, use 10 to 12 ounces of wood. And for the 300 series, use 16 to 18 ounces of wood. The hickory wood that came with your smoker will do a fine job of seasoning it. You may, however, use any fruit or nut hardwood for seasoning. Of course, if you have a favorite smoking wood on hand, use that. This is the wood box and its removable handle. This is the heat shield. To correctly position the wood box and heat shield, push them against the back wall of the oven. Do not operate the oven without the heat shield in the proper position. After positioning the wood box, close and latch the smoker door. Turn the master on-off switch to the on position. The door closed light should come on. If the light is not on, the smoker will not heat. The IQ controller on the smoker will default to these settings. Cooking temperature, 225 degrees Fahrenheit. Holding temperature, 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Cooking time, 2 hours. Adjust the cooking time to 4 hours by pushing the cook time button and holding it while pushing the up arrow. When you reach 4 hours, release the buttons. To start the timer, press the start button. The oven is set for a 4-hour cooking cycle. During this cycle, if the temperature exceeds the set temperature of 225 degrees Fahrenheit, do not be alarmed. This is normal for an empty oven. After the 4-hour cook cycle is completed, turn the unit off and wait about 10 minutes before opening the door. Remove the wood box using the handle. Dump the contents in a pan of water. Your smoker is now ready seasoned and ready to smoke cook. Just one more thing before loading the oven with meat. To simplify cleanup, line the bottom of the oven with aluminum foil. Punch a hole in the foil through the drain hole in the bottom of the oven. Cover the heat shield with aluminum foil. This makes cleanup easy. Add fresh wood and correctly position the wood box and heat shield. Your smoker is ready to smoke cook its first load of food. For best results, load the top of the oven heavier than the bottom. Always make sure that you leave at least an inch of space between each piece of meat and the back and sides of the oven. When loading heavy cuts of meat, place them with the fat cap up, except on the bottom grill where we turn the fat side down. When cooking ribs, we recommend using Cookshack rib racks. This will increase the capacity of the oven and make the ribs easier to handle. When placing ribs in the racks, place the long side down. We recommend on the bottom rack to only fill every other slot in the rack. Let's look at the Cookshack IQ controller. It's going to make smoke cooking much simpler for you. Once you have loaded your product and wood into the smoker, shut and latch the door. Turn the master on-off switch to the on position. The door closed light should come on and the time and temperature display will light, prompting you to set the smoke cooking temperature and smoke cooking time. The IQ controller has two buttons which have been set at the factory for you. One for 2.5 and down ribs and 3-pound chicken, the other for briskets. The rib chicken preset cycle is set for 225 degrees Fahrenheit cooking temperature, 140 degrees Fahrenheit holding temperature, and 3 hours cooking time. The brisket preset cycle is set at 180 degrees Fahrenheit cooking temperature, 140 degrees Fahrenheit holding temperature, and 12 hours cooking time. To use these settings, simply press the preset cycle button, then press the start button. The cooking cycle will begin, and the oven will automatically go into the hold mode upon completion of the smoked cooking cycle. To manually set a smoked cooking cycle, press the corresponding button, and while holding it in, press the up or down arrow. Let's say you want to cook your product at 250 degrees Fahrenheit with a holding temperature of 150 degrees Fahrenheit for 7 hours. Press and hold the Cook Temp button. Press and hold the up arrow. The temperature will scroll up. When you get to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, release the up button. Repeat this method for the hold temp and cook time. When you are ready to take the product out of the smoker, turn the master on-off switch to the off position. Wait 10 minutes, then open the door and remove the product. After cooking your product, clean your smoker by following these guidelines. 1. Turn the oven off. 2. Allow the oven to cool to room temperature. 3. Remove the grills and side racks and wash. The easiest way to do this is to put them in the dishwasher. 4. Empty the wood box using the enclosed handle. Drop the contents in a pan of water. Do not dump them directly into a trash container, as one of the coals may still be hot enough to start a fire. 5. Empty the drip pan and wash it. 6. Remove and discard aluminum foil. 7. Wipe away grease from oven. About every 4 to 5 loads, scrape any loose grease and scale from the walls of the oven with a wide blade scraper. If you keep your oven clean, food will taste better and heating elements will last longer. If you clean the oven back to the stainless steel, you will need to re-season the oven as described earlier. Note, when cleaning the oven, do not use caustic oven cleaners on the unit, as they will damage the grills and heating elements. We hope your Cookshack Smart Smoker Oven gives you many years of excellent service. If we can help you, give us a call at 800-423-0698.